Floyd has never been no troublesome child. One like fighting in the streets and stuff. Never, ever. Saying like that, people get money, man. Things change.
It was instilled in him. His dad pushed him. Pushed him on in every way possible. And even when he was a kid, he was like maybe 8 years old.
Amid speculation linking Floyd Mayweather to a supposed $42 million fraud and financial collapse, his father publicly rejected the claims and stated clearly that his son has never participated in unlawful or dishonest conduct. He explained that even during childhood, Floyd avoided trouble, stayed away from street conflicts, and remained focused on structure and discipline rather than chaos or questionable behavior. According to him, boxing was always the priority, and his son dedicated his energy to training and self-improvement instead of drama or scams. Floyd Mayweather Sr. expressed disappointment over what he described as baseless accusations, stressing that Floyd's accomplishments and financial success were built through years of relentless work and commitment, not through shady dealings. He added that after serving time in jail, Floyd experienced meaningful personal growth, becoming more mature, cautious, and intentional in his decisions. He firmly stated that his son would not involve himself in any fraudulent activity today and urged the public to recognize his development rather than continue questioning his integrity and character.
Your best memories of this camp?
Well, to be honest, since Floyd got out of jail, I haven't even seen that kind of act from him.
Yeah.
He's to me, he's sort of like a different person to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think the fact that he got out of jail that kind of like made him wise to things to where he was able to reconnect with you and you guys were able to kind of, reconnect with each other?
Yeah. I think everything came together, man. After that, I think that we mingling better. We understand each other better. We corresponding, and we as you can say, if you look at the fight, it look like we all together.
Floyd Mayweather has repeatedly spoken about the powerful yet complicated connection he shares with his father, Floyd Mayweather Sr. In various interviews, he remembered how his father would boldly declare that his son was destined to become one of the sport's greatest fighters. While Floyd appreciated that strong vote of confidence, he consistently pushed his own standard even higher, responding that he didn't want to be counted among the best. He planned to be the very best. That unwavering belief shaped the mentality that fueled his entire career. Their father-son relationship carried both friction and motivation, as demanding training sessions and towering expectations constantly forced Floyd to raise his level. Even when disagreements surfaced publicly, mutual respect remained firmly in place. Floyd has acknowledged that his father's early lessons and discipline built the platform for his undefeated streak and international fame. The blend of a father's faith and a son's relentless determination ultimately produced a boxing legacy that few competitors can rival, turning shared ambition into a lasting mark on the sport's history.
What I need to talk about the most is my father. My dad said someday my son will be one of the best. And I told my dad, I will be the best. Not just be one of the best, I will be the best.
Floyd Mayweather has shared his journey with striking candor, opening up about the difficult realities of his childhood. He has spoken about his mother's battle with substance abuse and the period when his father was incarcerated, circumstances that forced him to mature quickly and navigate life largely on his own. He has described traveling to the Olympic Games without the support system many athletes rely on and leaving school early as personal hardships mounted. From those struggles, he says he rebuilt himself step by step, fueled by adversity, determination, and a relentless hunger to rise above his circumstances. He has also pointed out that his father rarely discussed those painful chapters publicly, choosing instead to highlight his son's skill and promise in the ring. Even so, Floyd has consistently acknowledged the influence his father had on his development as a fighter. Despite the complexities within their bond, it remained anchored in structure, high standards, and a shared belief in what he could achieve.
Mother being on drugs, dad going to prison, Me just going to the Olympics by myself, 7 of us in a 1-bedroom. I said, you know what? I left school. Within 6 months, I was...
Floyd Mayweather Sr. has been instrumental in shaping the foundation of his son's legendary boxing career. As a former professional boxer, he taught Floyd Mayweather Jr. the skills, strategies, and ring intelligence that contributed to his undefeated record. Central to his instruction was defensive mastery, particularly the shoulder roll technique, which allows a fighter to deflect punches while remaining in position to counterattack. This approach became a defining element of Mayweather Jr.'s style, helping him avoid damage while maintaining control over his opponents. Beyond technical skills, his father instilled the mental discipline necessary to succeed in a demanding and competitive sport, emphasizing not just victory, but also minimizing risks, making smart adjustments, and staying ahead of rivals. This mindset was critical to Mayweather Jr.'s perfect record, earning him recognition for strategic precision and deep knowledge of boxing. Through his guidance, he developed into more than a skilled athlete, also creating a global brand and earning billions in the sport. The bond between father and son, both in training and in the ring, was essential to the unprecedented success that defines Mayweather Jr.'s career.
How did you get? You already thought about how did you get out? Damn. What Start again. Where you at?
Jeff Mayweather has long admired the remarkable determination in his nephew Floyd Mayweather Jr., a drive carefully cultivated by Floyd Mayweather Sr. From an early age, Floyd Sr. was committed to steering his son toward excellence, ensuring he developed the habits and mindset needed for success not only in boxing, but in life overall. As a child, Floyd Jr. was constantly challenged to give his best in every pursuit, creating the groundwork for his future achievements. Jeff remembers how Floyd Sr. consistently stressed the value of discipline and relentless effort. By the age of 8, Floyd Jr. was already running 5 miles in his neighborhood, demonstrating a determination that often astonished adults around him. Many questioned why such a young boy would push himself so hard, especially without any parental supervision nearby. However, Floyd Sr. recognized his son's potential from the start, setting in motion the journey that would lead to an extraordinary and historic boxing career.
His dad pushed him. Pushed him on in every way possible. And even when he was a kid, he was like maybe 8 years old, he would be running like 5 miles in the neighborhood, and people thought that he was crazy because they didn't see his father driving a car. They just saw a little kid just running all through the city. And basically, now those same people became fans of his and realized that he wasn't crazy, that, you know, he was on his way to greatness. And that's what happened.
Money and fame usually affects boxers when they make enough of it or when they become famous enough. We've seen numerous cases of high-profile boxers get to a certain level, earn an awful lot of money, become extremely famous, and then their career starts to dip. For Floyd, the money was clearly not the driving factor, even though he's Floyd Money Mayweather, because he would still go to the gym at 3-4 in the morning. He would still work harder than anyone else. So why did the money, the wealth and the fame not soften his desire to become even better, do you think?
Well, because it was never about money. It was about being the actual best fighter ever to put on a pair of gloves. I mean, when Floyd was 5 or 6 years old.
As Floyd Mayweather Jr. advanced in his boxing journey, neither fame nor wealth distracted him from his goals. Unlike many athletes who lose focus after achieving financial success, he maintained an unyielding dedication to training. Despite the attention and fortune that came with the name Floyd Money Mayweather, he consistently committed to early morning workouts, proving that his motivation was never about money, but about mastering his craft. Floyd Mayweather Sr. always had faith in his son's potential, and from the outset, the family recognized that Floyd Jr. was destined to become one of the sport's all-time greats. That unwavering confidence, paired with Floyd Jr.'s innate talent and tireless work ethic, produced a career that surpassed even the loftiest expectations. His success was never accidental. It was a product of years of discipline, sacrifice, and the steady guidance of a father committed to helping his son reach the pinnacle of boxing.
Started so young, and everyone in my family, where he's at today, we all expected it. It's not like it just happened. This is what we expected. And so basically, there will be people that anyone within, with an ear's reach, we would tell him, that he's going to be the greatest fighter ever that ever lived. And to this point, he's proved it in terms of his numbers and everything else. Of course, when you put in something beyond that's not related to boxing, it's different. But when you talk nothing about boxing, only boxing.
Floyd Mayweather Sr. has spoken about the changes in his relationship with Floyd Mayweather Jr. as their success grew. He explains that for much of their lives, they shared an unshakable bond without arguments or conflict. Yet, as his son's career took off, the dynamic began to shift, marked by a few disagreements. One that happened on HBO and another involving a car. Floyd Sr. emphasizes that these moments were the first signs of a changing relationship, showing that their interactions were entering a new stage as both father and son adjusted to fame and success.
We had, at one time, we was coming up, we have never had an argument in our life, me and him. Then we had an argument on what was the name of it? HBO. We was on HBO. Then another time we argued over by the car. I'm saying, man, what is all this about now? I'm just saying, and we never had no argument. All of a sudden, I don't know. I'm just telling you, man. It is or it ain't. Sometimes, when people it ain't about me training or anything like that. People's getting money, man. Things change.
He explains that the root of this shift stems from the influence of money. According to Floyd Mayweather Sr., when people gain wealth, their priorities and relationships often change. Life is no longer just about family or close personal bonds. Attention turns toward acquiring more. He emphasizes that this is not unique to him and his son, but something that can happen to anyone, whether it is a father, mother, or sibling. The pursuit of money can unfortunately cloud one's understanding of what truly matters. He admits that accepting this change was difficult, as it created distance between him and his son, a situation he deeply regrets.
Or anything like that, people's getting money, man. Things change. I don't care whether it's your father, mother, whoever. Father, mother, brother, sister, name it. If sometimes when people get money.
Floyd Mayweather Sr. recalled a particular disagreement over a car, suggesting it stemmed from Floyd Mayweather Jr. spending on unnecessary luxury items. He believes that once money became a major factor, his son's focus shifted, prioritizing wealth accumulation over the relationships that had once been important. Floyd Sr. tried to caution him about the risks of this preoccupation with money, but his warnings went unheeded. Consequently, Floyd Jr. became involved in questionable schemes and ventures, driven by financial gain, sometimes crossing legal boundaries, illustrating how his priorities had changed after reaching success.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. We all know him, the tremendous, talented boxer, but people don't realize how smart he is in business, especially real estate. He just did a blockbuster deal, forget about it. Upper Manhattan, 1,000 units, consisting of 60 buildings, affordable housing, $402 million purchase price. The seller, Black Spruce Management. This is going to be a monster, huge deal. Already a very big portion of it already closed. The remaining portion should be closing the beginning of 2025. This is a guy who believes in long-term wealth, generational wealth. He's heavily involved in skyscrapers. Now he's getting very, very big in affordable housing in Upper Manhattan. Tremendous, tremendous deal. $402 million. Once again, 1,000 units, 60 buildings. Forget about it, Maron. That's what I'm talking about. That's smart. That's generational wealth, in my opinion. Not financial advice, not a financial planner, but very, very impressed. Floyd Mayweather Jr., not too shabby. V for victory.
Business Insider later reported that Floyd Mayweather's financial activities were not exactly as they appeared. It became evident that many of his actions were more about showcasing his wealth than engaging in legitimate business deals. Despite rumors suggesting he had been scammed or involved in fraudulent schemes, no concrete evidence supported these claims. Floyd himself added to the uncertainty by posting videos on his official Instagram account, proudly displaying his purchases and lavish lifestyle. While these posts were intended to highlight his success, they also fueled speculation, causing people to question whether his ventures were authentic or part of a larger image strategy. Regardless of the chatter, Floyd continued leveraging his fame and fortune, often blurring the lines between reality and the curated persona he presented to the public.
There's a flex happening with Floyd Mayweather that we were all cheering and congratulating him from, but we might need to put a pin in that as some evidence comes forward that things may not be how they seem. So a couple weeks back, I talked about it here on the show. Floyd Mayweather said he dropped $402 million on 62 Manhattan rental buildings. But Business Insider went and did the research. They did their Googles, and they said they couldn't find any receipts that this is true. There were no deed transfers, no public records, nothing. They made some phone calls to owners, and they could not find any information regarding this transaction. Floyd has gone on interviews and discussed it. Of course, 50 Cent dropped in with his troll thing and put the interview up and the information about it and said he bought them in his imagination. Same place he read all those Harry Potter books, because 50 gone 50. My question is, does Floyd was he swindled in some sort of business deal? Was this just because
Joe Rogan defended Floyd Mayweather in response to criticism over his wealth and outspoken personality. Rogan noted that while many people fixate on Floyd's flashy lifestyle and bold statements, they often fail to appreciate his exceptional talent as a boxer. He explained that critics focus on Floyd's money and trash talk, but overlook his technical brilliance and defensive mastery in the ring. Floyd's ability to avoid punches and control fights demonstrates his extraordinary skill. Rogan highlighted that Floyd's career success and longevity were built not on wealth or persona, but on his unmatched boxing intelligence and defensive techniques. Although his style is sometimes misunderstood, it is precisely what made him one of the sport's all-time greats. Rogan urged fans to recognize and respect his craft rather than judging him solely by his public image.
When I always talk to people about Floyd Mayweather, they talk all this shit. He does this, he does that, he's got all this money. I go, save all that. Forget about his talking. Watch how that guy fights. He barely gets hit. Yeah. He's been rocked maybe twice in his whole career. Maidana and Sugar Shane Mosley. Those are the only two. Yeah. The only two guys who cracked him. And he wound up winning both those fights. Yeah. He's a masterful boxer. And that's what everybody should emulate. I love the Arturo Gatti, Mickey Ward fights as much as anybody did. But if that was my son, I'd be freaking the fuck out. I'd be like, don't fight like that. It's not worth it. I don't give a fuck how many of these drunken cheer you on. They're not going to be with you when you wake up in the morning. Your head is pounding in your head. When you have a hard time looking at light. Yeah. When you have to have all the shades closed. Yeah. When the just a little crack of light coming in through the shade is hurting you. It's giving you a headache. Yeah. They're not going to be there with you when you're old.
I've heard you used to always put it like this, and
Joe Rogan has long praised Floyd Mayweather for his extraordinary discipline and focus over the course of his career. Unlike many fighters, Floyd has consistently followed a strict routine, staying committed to training without letting fame or distractions interfere. Rogan notes that while other boxers often lose their edge after achieving success, Floyd has remained devoted to his body and craft, adhering to a rigorous regimen at all times. What distinguishes him, according to Rogan, is his ability to avoid the pitfalls that commonly affect athletes once they gain wealth and notoriety. While some indulge in partying or let fitness slide, Floyd has maintained his focus, allowing him to stay in exceptional condition even as he ages. This steadfast commitment to discipline has enabled him to remain at the top of his sport for years. Rogan's respect for Floyd goes beyond controversies over money or legal matters, highlighting his admiration for the boxer's relentless work ethic, high standards, and remarkable longevity, cementing his status as one of the sport's most impressive athletes.
The thing about Floyd is he never lost his discipline. Like, Floyd's discipline was undeniable.
Right. But through that ball and nights, I don't think he was doing drugs or drinking. He kept his...
Floyd would famously run home from the nightclub. So he would go out in Vegas, he'd be partying. It looked like he's partying, he's drinking water. And then he would have his driver drive, and with his pants on, jeans on, he would jog home. And the dude was always training, never got a...
Joe Rogan discussed how Floyd Mayweather evolved from a world-class boxer into a business-oriented figure, noting his shift from the pretty boy image to the money Mayweather persona. Rogan explained that Floyd moved away from trash-talking about boxing and focused on generating income. After retiring from competitive bouts, he leveraged exhibition matches, including high-profile fights against YouTubers such as Logan Paul, drawing massive audiences and earning substantial paydays. Rogan emphasized that these events were carefully designed to maximize financial gain, showing how Floyd strategically extended his earning power beyond traditional boxing competition.
Floyd went from being like a really exciting pressure fighter and he had a bunch of hand problems to like Money Mayweather, start talking, boxing people's faces off. No more hand problems, much more money.
Yeah, I love what he's doing too, beating up these YouTube guys.
It's great.
I love it.
It's so funny that these guys are willing to get beat up by him.
Well, I think they're all delusional.
That wraps up today's video. Make sure to stay tuned for more, and we'll see you next time.